I'm with Lightning 100. We're here with Brandy Clark. And the main question we are asking people tonight is just, what is your Desert Island Americana album? So I know it's a little rough because it's such a wide genre, but if you had to have one to get you through.
Okay, that is a tough one, but I'm going to say one that is more recent. It would be Brandy Carlisle, By the Way I Forgive You.
Okay.
When I heard that record, it stopped me in my tracks. So yeah. That would probably
awesome.
be it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then also a question that we have for you is traveling around America in general and writing in this specific genre. Is there any places that really touched you or inspired you to write certain songs or anything like that?
Well, I think we live in such a beautiful country. I've had the opportunity to go to a lot of other countries that are beautiful, but we have so much here. I mean, the things that come to mind are the ocean. You know, either coast, east or west. New Mexico. I love New Mexico, Colorado. For this last record, I went, actually, I'm from Washington State. I went up to Whidbey Island and wrote for this record. The water, you know, anytime I'm near, but New Mexico is the one non-water spot.
Right, something about the water is just so calming and peaceful. I actually read a study a while ago that it lowers your blood pressure by just being at the beach, so I'm like, that makes sense.
Yes. Yeah.
And then another question we had for you tonight is just if you had a dream collab as far as Americana, someone here tonight even that you would want to work with in the future, who that would be?
Bonnie Raitt would be way up there.
Yeah.
And you know, also I would say one of the people being honored tonight, I'm actually presenting him, is Dwight Yoakam.
Yes.
And we performed together on the Grammys in 2015, I think. Yeah, 2015. And I would love to do, like, actually go in the studio and do something with him. So him and Bonnie.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us, and we hope you have a great night.
Thank you.
He knows who you are.
Oh, awesome. And I just wanted to get a quick insight on how it feels to be nominated for the third year in a row for the Best Duo/Group of the Year.
You know, I was looking at through my phone and looking at the first time we came here, and we weren't nominated. We were just people sitting in the audience. That was just 4 years ago. It's hard to think about the fact that it was 4 years ago with us just sitting there and having the goosebumps and having the dreams of being on the stage. So every year when we're nominated, I go back to that thought, and I'm
4 years
grateful. It was like 4 or 5 years ago,
No,
was it?
baby,
Was
this is
it?
24.
Oh my goodness! So it was 3 years
We
ago.
came here in 2017.
Yeah.
That's what she's talking about, sitting in that,
yeah, we were
those
sitting in the
pews.
audience, and so to be able to, what is it?
Time.
I know. Was that 8 years ago? God, that time flies.
Don't tell me that.
I know. The time has flown by, and you know, to be nominated, it's going to always be special to us, and it's going to always give us those butterflies and take me back to I remember when. You
Right,
know?
exactly.
Yeah.
Busted Howard. And then we were also curious, what we're asking people tonight, your 3 top favorite Americana albums. And we're going to give you 3 because there's quite a few good ones out there.
All right.
Top favorite Americana albums. And this is by our definition of what Americana means. For me, 20th Avenue by Buddy and Judy Miller. That's the top one for me. Dreamsicle, I believe, by Jason Isbell. And this is the first time I'm actually going to say this, but I feel like Heartstown by us. I think that is an album that was overlooked a little bit by this association. And I think that I would like to take that time to turn people back to it, to pay attention to why it was created, especially in a time of the pandemic where we seemed like we were all fighting, and now it's coming back around to the same fight. So, Heartstown.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
your insight on your albums and
Thank you all so
tonight.
much for y'all's support of
Yes.
Award Treaty through the years.
Always.
Of course.
Thank you.
Yeah. My name's Amelia Gould from Lightning 100, and we're just doing a few interviews tonight. We were curious, first off, what is your Desert Island Americana album?
Desert Island Americana.
Yeah, you only have one. You're stranded and you want to listen to some Americana.
Well, the term Americana just covers so many amazing
Right.
albums. I mean, Red-Headed Stranger is Americana,
Yeah.
I'd say. You know, music from Big Pink is an incredible album from the band. And there, you know, I mean, any Tom Petty record is, you know,
Yeah,
Americana.
classic.
It would be hard to choose for me.
You'd swim out there with all of them on your
yeah,
back.
yeah, it'd be hard to say, but yeah, I mean Bob Dylan, Paul Simon,
right? Can't go wrong there.
Graceland.
Yeah.
I guess that's not I guess it would be Africana, Americana.
Right, yeah, exactly. We also were curious if you had any collabs you were wanting to promote as far as what's coming out new for you, or who you're excited to collaborate with. And
me and Sierra Farrell and the Traveling McCurries collaborated just recently on a cover of Adele.
Man, I'm excited for that. That's gonna be awesome.
It's out already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's a bluegrass version of Someone Like You, and it's been really fun.
Oh, wow.
So,
listening to that on the ride home.
Yeah,
for
you gotta
sure.
check it out. It's super fun.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for speaking with us. Have a great
course.
rest of your night.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
We're so happy to have you here tonight. The big question of the night we've been asking everybody is, if you could choose one Desert Island Americana album, which would it be?
Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know if it counts as Americana, but that's what's so fun about this genre. I'm really obsessed with a friend of mine's record called Trans-Angelic Exodus, an artist named Ezra Furman. And I feel like that record changed my life. The songwriting changed my life, the storytelling. So if I was stuck with one record, I'd want to hear it. Yeah.
That is awesome. Also, I love your style. It is so fun. It's so cool. It's so modern. I wanted to ask, do you have any musical inspirations outside of the Americana genre that you like to pull from, whether it's with your music or even with your image, just anyone who's heavily inspired you in the music industry in general?
Definitely Debbie Harry of Blondie is like style icon. Definitely Frank Ocean musically. I always say that Blonde is a folk record, actually. I just think like his storytelling is so subtle, and there's so many things that are hidden, and the wordplay is really fun, and it's just so beautiful. And also The Clash. I'm really obsessed with Joe Strummer.
Yes.
He's like my other style icon if it's like mom and dad.
Yeah, I love that. And my final question for you tonight is, if you could collaborate with any Americana artist, who would be your dream collaboration?
Well, I was just talking about this. I really want to write or sing with Mary Gauthier. I've been thinking about her recently, and I'm sure that she'll be here tonight, so maybe I could just ask her.
Yeah, you should link
up.
up.
But she's just such another, like, a legend, someone who's been telling the story of outsiders. I mean, the song Drag Queens and Limousines, like, that is a legend. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Well, thank you so much for speaking with us today.
Thank you.